Okay, real talk. You're 21, maybe 22. You've just started earning, or you're about to. And somewhere in the back of your head, there's this voice that says, I'll start investing when I'm more settled, when I earn more, maybe at 30. Yeah, that voice is going to cost you 1.5 crore rupees. I'm not being dramatic. I'm going to show you the exact math in a second, and I genuinely want you to feel a little uncomfortable right now, because the decision you make, or don't make, in the next few months is worth more than any salary hike you'll ever get. Let me introduce you to two people. Let's call them Arjun and Rohan. Arjun is 21. He starts a 5,000 rupee SIP in a simple index fund. He does this for just 9 years, until he's 30, and then he stops completely. Doesn't add a single rupee after that, just lets it sit. Rohan is disciplined too, but he waits until he's 30 to start. Then he invests 5,000 rupees every single month without stopping, all the way until he's 60. That's 30 full years of investing. Consistent, never misses a month. Here's the thing. At 12% annual returns, which, by the way, is what a Nifty 50 index fund has historically averaged over the long term, Arjun, who invested for only 9 years and stopped, retires with approximately 3.7 crore rupees. Rohan, who invested every single month for 30 years without stopping, retires with approximately 1.76 crore rupees. Read that again. The guy who stopped investing at 30 ends up with more than double the money compared to the guy who invested consistently for 3 full decades starting at 30. That is not a typo. That is not a trick. That is compound interest doing something your school never taught you to respect. Here's what actually happened. When Arjun invested those 9 years early, his money had 39 years to compound before he turned 60. Rohan's money only had 30 years. That 9-year head start, that gap, is worth roughly 2 crore rupees in real wealth. That is the waiting tax. You pay it silently, invisibly, and you pay it every single day you delay. Think of it like a snowball at the top of a hill. The earlier you push it, the longer it rolls, and the bigger it gets by the time it reaches the bottom. Rohan's snowball started rolling halfway down the hill. It never had a chance to get as big, no matter how hard he pushed. Now look, I know what you're thinking. 5,000 rupees a month is a lot right now. And maybe it is. So start with 2,000 rupees. Start with 1,000 rupees. The number matters less than the start date, because the one thing you absolutely cannot buy back, no matter how much you earn later, is time. Here's the genuinely uncomfortable part. The difference between Arjun and Rohan isn't intelligence. It isn't discipline. It isn't even income. It's just 9 years. 9 years that most 21-year-olds spend waiting to feel ready. You are already ready. You just don't know it yet. So here's what I want you to do. Today, not this weekend, not after your next paycheck, open any mutual fund app, Zerodha Coin, Grow, Kuvera, any of them. Set up a 1,000 rupees or 2,000 rupees SIP in a Nifty 50 index fund, and then increase it every time your income goes up, even by a few hundred rupees. Because what you're not doing right now isn't just missing returns. You're handing Rohan your crore and asking him to keep it. Every year you wait costs you more than the year before. That's not a motivational line. That's just how exponential growth works. You're 21. Arjun was 21. You know how his story ends. Now write yours.